You'll ruin your life somehow, some way. It is everywhere. It can pass into all the cells and tissues of your body. It was a very progressive decline in my aspirations. Alcohol is normalized in our society. You want to figure out something that you're doing with your life that's worth not getting drunk and screwing up. I drank in search of happiness and in search of a lifestyle that I thought would bring me to happiness. It didn't, and I woke up one morning going, wow, I've drank a lot, but I'm still not happy. What's that about? I recall in high school, motivational speakers would come to my school and say, don't do drugs. But absent from those talks was any reference to alcohol. Alcohol got introduced to my life. You might say, well, why do people drink too much? It's like, if you like alcohol, that's a stupid question. It is ingrained. It's the social glue that sticks everything together. My mom kept saying it's really bad. You don't want to do it. You don't want to end up like that. Over 3 million people around the world will die this year because of alcohol. From baby showers, christenings, Freshers' Week, weddings, parties, funerals, barbecues, celebrations, and everything else. So she's making it sound smart to not do it. And I see people making fools of themselves while they drink. We've been tricked into thinking there are only two kinds of drinkers. There are those at rock bottom, who depend on alcohol, and then there's everyone else, happy social drinkers who are just sometimes a bit weak and can't handle their drinks. You do silly things when you're drunk. You hurt yourself. You put your health at risk. It's tough on the people around you. You often become a liar, and it messes up your life. Yeah, it's fun. Sure, it is, but you need something better than that. I burned all my bridges and became almost unable to find a job. I had no choices left. My life was completely broken. My family wanted nothing to do with me. I lost my friends. I saw no way to move ahead. But the truth is different. It's not just one thing. It's a range of feelings. I really suggest you stop drinking before you hit the lowest point. I kept digging my hole deeper and deeper until one day I had that moment that people in recovery talk about. I realized I couldn't live this way anymore. My life had hit rock bottom, and I reached my limit for pain. I got to a point where I could no longer stand the pain of my situation. The fear of change hurt, but it was less than the pain I felt right then. That's what pushed me to make a change. I went to a treatment center where I stayed for 100 days, which is a long time for rehab. I did this because I knew that if I didn't fix my problems, my life would be over. I took that time very seriously. I realized that even though I think I'm smart, my best ideas put me in a place like that. If I couldn't learn how to live better and gain new skills, I would end up in jail or hurt myself or someone else. Now, a year and a half later, my life has changed a lot for the better. It's amazing. I want to tell anyone watching or listening that there is a lot of pressure on young people not just to avoid drinking, but to find joy by going out and partying hard. You like it, and I bet that's fun, and I hope you have a good time. Good luck to you. But if it doesn't work out and you keep waking up feeling like you're not having as much fun as your friends, then think about it. You don't have to stick with it. That's what I would say. It's not about being straight or avoiding mistakes. In a way, that's all about limits. What really matters is having an adventure and something exciting to wake up for. That's what can help with the problems of drinking too much. Drinking too much is usually 13 or more drinks a week. If you have 3 glasses of wine every night, which means sharing a bottle with a friend or partner, you could be in that group. An alcoholic is someone who can't stop drinking once they start. They often drink until they pass out or become unable to function. People notice and say, "Wow, you're slurring your words. You're not safe to drive." They get DUIs. Their boss has issues. You need to stop coming to work drunk. But a heavy drinker is 13. If you have 6 drinks a week, for women, there's a 40 higher chance of breast cancer. If you drink up to 10 drinks, the risk goes up to 70. So think about the health benefits. New research from England shows if you stop drinking for 30 days, just cut back, people live longer. It helps clear their kidneys. Arterial sclerosis is getting better. People have more energy and lose weight. Many things we do that are habits help us escape our anxiety, pain, or bad memories, and help us feel better around others. The fear that I won't have fun, I won't be interesting, I'm more relaxed, I'm more fun, you know. And that's the big myth, that I won't have a fun life. My mom has a way of making it sound like a really bad idea. I had a lot of aunts, uncles, and second cousins who were all alcoholics and drug users. Watching them made me think, oh, that's not a good look. It was really trashy stuff, so I just said, no. My mom kept saying, it's really bad. You don't want to do it. You don't want to end up like them. She made it sound really smart not to do it. And I saw people acting crazy who were doing it. So I just thought, yeah. When I thought about having kids, I wanted to ask my mom how she did it. She was so good that neither my sister nor I ever got into trouble. We never did drugs or drank. No trouble at all. My sister is still the most straight-laced person you know. When you tried it, what was it like for you? Oh, alcohol made me feel like I wanted to dance on the table. It is great, and I enjoy it the most. I just don't let myself do it because it doesn't fit with wanting to live forever. There are too many bad sides, but it is fun. I understand how people can get into trouble. I just don't have a personality that gets addicted. For me, it was easy to say, yes, this is fun, but I can think about the bad sides. And there are way too many. Unlike many drugs that stick to cell surfaces, alcohol has its own direct effects on cells because it can easily enter them. The fact that it can get into many organs and cells so easily is what causes its harmful effects. Ethanol causes a lot of damage to cells because when you drink it, it must be turned into something else since it is toxic to the body. If you think ethanol is bad, acetaldehyde is even worse. Acetaldehyde is a poison. It can kill cells. It harms and destroys cells without caring which ones it affects. This is clearly a problem. The body handles this issue by using another part of the NAD pathway to change acetaldehyde into a substance called acetate. Acetate is something your body can use for energy. However, this change from ethanol to acetaldehyde to acetate creates a harmful molecule, right? Yes, acetaldehyde is very harmful. If your body can't change ethanol to acetaldehyde to acetate quickly enough, acetaldehyde will build up and cause more harm. So, it's crucial for your body to make this change fast. This process happens mainly in the liver. Liver cells are really good at changing substances, but they also face acetaldehyde during this change. So, liver cells get harmed during the process of breaking down alcohol. The acetaldehyde is the poison that causes the feeling of being drunk. Many people don't understand that being drunk is really a poison messing up how your brain works.